Hello friends, welcome to yet another Azure FAQs. Today, let us see what are the virtual machine series which are available in Azure. When you create a virtual machine in Azure, you have an option to select different series of virtual machines. Let us discuss what are these series all about and what kind of workload it can be used for. Let us start with A series. When you create this kind of virtual machines, this is a low performance and also it has low memory configuration and it is used for test and development purpose. So you can see a series as low performance CPU and memory configuration. This is used for test and development. Let us go to the BS series. This is also economical virtual machine, which is also similar to A series, but provide a low cost option for the development and test. There is a series which is called as D series, and there are also multiple options which are available in D series like DV3, DV4, DV5 and DF4. There is an extensive list of virtual machines which are inside each of these series, and each series of virtual machine has a different price aspects when you choose and create a virtual machine. So depending upon the price and depending upon the virtual machine what you are creating, there will be a price or cost incurred. So choose the virtual machine according to your workload. So this particular series, D series, is used for many enterprise grade applications like your web application or web front end and desktop applications. You can even create pool of virtual desktop infrastructure and it can be provided to the users to connect to the virtual machines. Another series is E series, which is optimized for in-memory applications. There are many applications which require in-memory storage, and E series will be suitable for those kind of workloads. In E series, there are multiple options available which you can select, and each options which you are going to select as a different price point. Again, the workload which E series can be used is SAP, NetViewer and other applications which are basically a memory intensive applications for enterprise grade applications. You can use on E series. Let us look into F series virtual machines. This is a compute optimized virtual machines. Whenever there is a compute workload required, you can use F series, which is a compute optimized virtual machines, and it can support applications which are used for batch processing and web server forms like Nginx, or if you are running IaaS inside the virtual machine, you can use F series. There is another series which is G series, and this series can run workload like large SQL servers and NoSQL databases, which is applicable for enterprise resource planning and SAP workload. Also, it can be used for data warehousing solutions. The G series virtual machines feature as Intel Xeon processor, which is a very high-end processor, and it has 4 times more SSD drives than the general purpose D series virtual machines. Let us look into H series virtual machines. H stands for high performance computing virtual machines, and these machines supports very high memory configurations So if you see, it is basically supporting 448 GB of RAM per virtual machine, and it also supports 32 MB of L3 cache per core, which is the CPU. On the CPU, there will be a core, and each core has its share of memory. So that is called as L3 cache. So 32 MB of L3 cache will be on the CPU core itself. Also, it supports the block storage, and it has given the frequency of 3.675 gigahertz. Basically, these machines are built on AMD processor. For example, seismic analysis and electronic design automation, rendering, Spark, weather modeling, quantum simulation, computational chemistry. All these are all some of the workloads which are supported by H series. So H is basically for high performance computing. Let us now look into another series of virtual machine, which is LS series of virtual machines. LS stands for storage optimized virtual machines. These machines are basically built on Intel Aswell processor technology, specifically E5 Xeon V3 processor, and it also has 6 TB of local SSD and offer unmatched storage IO performance. What are the workloads which are supported by LS series? Storage optimized virtual machine supports all these NoSQL database such as Cassandra, MongoDB, Cloudera, and Redis. These are all used for data warehousing applications and large transactional databases. LS series fits well for these type of workloads. Let us look into M series of virtual machine. So now let us see what is M series all about. M series, as the name says, it's memory optimized virtual machines, and it can go up to 4 TB of RAM on a single virtual machine. In addition, these virtual machines offer a virtual CPU count up to 128 virtual CPUs on a single virtual machines. And this virtual machine can run workloads like SAP HANA, SAP S4, HANA, SQL, and other very large in-memory business critical workloads. So the large in-memory business applications or business critical application require M series virtual machines. There is another M series virtual machine which is called MV2 series. These virtual machines are largest memory optimized virtual machines, and the memory what the virtual machine supports is astounding. Like, it supports 3 TB of memory or RAM and 6 TB or 12 TB of RAM configuration. So if you see the price for this virtual machine, it is $16,286. So it is highly costly, and these type of virtual machines are highly memory optimized virtual machines which is meant for business critical applications. And if you are setting one virtual machine in one zone, that means you need to have another virtual machine as an high availability to accommodate either for DR or for high availability features. Coming to N series of virtual machines, these N series virtual machine is a GPU enabled virtual machines. If you notice in your desktop or laptop, you will be having NVIDIA graphics card. Basically, the graphics cards are GPU intensive or GPU enabled graphics card. These cards might be embedded, or you can even purchase NVIDIA graphics cards for your laptop or desktop. And the same NVIDIA GPU card is used in N series virtual machine, which is used for graphic intensive applications. The graphic intensive application workloads like simulation, deep learning, graphics rendering for the movies, video editing, gaming, and remote visualization are some of the workloads which N series is going to support. And whenever you see any graphics intensive, you always put these workloads onto N series virtual machines. The pricing, it starts with $657. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe and take care. Thank you.